All right, so I haven't spoken about this in a while, but I've been back doing a little more research and stuff on Three Eye Atlas, I guess, and more considerations about this whole interstellar beings thing because I was expecting them to have made their worldwide announcement by now, and I'm not exactly sure they're going to do that, and if they do it, how soon or how far off into the future it's going to be. Um, but you have people still out there talking about, people like the news, Ivy Loeb, not so much Ivy Loeb, but the news and the government and just whoever's talking about it, going on about, going on as if it hasn't been proven yet. So we're still looking for evidence that says it's concrete scientific evidence that it is a factor. I'm not waiting on all that, but it's going to take that for the world to say, okay, well, there you go, Well, they can talk in circles. They can talk about all kind of things about UAPs. They can just linger on and on about something called Three Eye Atlas out there, and still it's just called a comment, referred to as a comment, months and years after the fact, as if it's something that's relevant enough to keep talking about. And all it is a goddamn comment. So it's not a comment, and I've connected dots myself. It's like in 2017, I came across the Lightworkers Handbook. A lot of things happened before that, but at that point, a lot of things they just kind of molded. Everything came together for me. Like, aha, now it makes sense. All this stuff that's been going on with me, and it clarified. The Lightworkers Handbook can't clarify a lot of things. That's probably why they call it a handbook. Anyway, there's a part in there where it's talking about the light workers going out there and being the ground crew and going out there and doing this, doing that, and whatever else is incorporated. The light workers and the light workers family, I just really want to call it. There you got the indigos, the rainbows, the crystals, and so on and so forth. You got the Lemurians. You got all kinds of things going on. It's very convoluted and comprehensive. Whatever the Lord is, what I'm going to say it is, has in store and has worked up. It has so many bells and whistles. I just don't see how the Lord can be outside of it. And that's what they're claiming. They're claiming it's the Lord's plan. And so then, somewhere in the Lightworkers Handbook, it says that the ground crew and whoever all that entitles and Lightworkers and etc. Incorporated are going to make work for the Pleiadians. Pleiadians come down here and do this, that, and the other, and the other ones as well. And there seems to be others besides just the Pleiadians. And make work for them. So now here it is. That was 2017. So now I blow into Orlando, Florida in 2019, and it still hasn't manifested yet. And then here it is, 2023. In 2023, the government comes on in July of 2023 on the television set and talks about whistleblowers. And the whistleblowers are telling you, the military man is telling you about the relevance of UFOs and that it's real and so on and so forth, and that he's seen it himself and experienced it himself, and he knows firsthand. And then they're telling us about, and then you're hearing about all these other people like Ivy Loeb and Stephen Greer, Dr. Stephen Greer, and that was David Gersh. That was the main one of the whistleblower in 2023, right there on television, set from Congress. They were saying this stuff. They held a whole big thing in Congress, and then. So they're saying they've been dealing with the aliens for 80 years now. They came up and really made a showing and really made a big stink about the World War when they had the atomic bomb. And once that hit, they showed up in a real way and said, look, man, oh, I don't know what the hell you motherfuckers are doing, but you're going to have to chill. And so they've been dealing with it ever since then. Quite a bit of time now. And so now here's the dots I'm talking about connecting. So now in 2024, I'm watching GFL station. I'm not just taking everything for granted, like, sure, whatever you say. I'm listening to things. I'm looking for pertinent details. I'm looking for something that's giving me evidence of, okay, it's like, let's say the Bible says it's an actual real book that is divined. Okay, well, people will say that's great, but show me that is divine. And okay, look right here. Something's right here said, okay, look, this is going to happen. This is going to take place. It hasn't taken place yet, kind of like Nostradamus, but a lot more so than Nostradamus. Now look for it, and then Sure enough, this one begat that one begat this one, begat. Lo and behold, bam, someone was born or some shit or another happened, and now there it goes. It manifested. Over and over again, it does that in the Bible. So here the GFL station is talking about on YouTube, they're talking about, well, we're going to be arriving in 25 or 26. They didn't say exactly how. So now I come across that in 2025, they're saying, that's where I first heard about 3i Atlas on their station. And they're saying 3i Atlas is, on their channel rather, 3i Atlas is us, it's us. So now I'm hearing about Ivy Loeb after that, and the other ones who are giving it relevance. They're not just saying, it's not just GFL station saying it's us, and it's not a comment. There are other people giving relevance that there is something going on in 2025 up there in the solar system. And they're referring to it, like I said a moment ago, until they just stop doing it as a comment. But at the same time, they're going on about it's not a comment, it's some other shit. It's whatever it is, it's important enough and pertinent enough that we're just going to keep on talking about it around in circles and double talking as if it were a comment. But we're trying to let you know, allude to you that there's something much more than going on than just a comment. And so now here it is, 2026, and they're still going on about this 3i Atlas, which is still in the solar system, still out there doing this thing. And they say it's doing all kind of stuff. You know, it's got jets on it. It goes to Jupiter, then it stops from Jupiter and goes to Mars and lands on Mars and does some shit over there. So they're telling you in so many ways that that's what's going on. So that's what I'm saying. I'm connecting these dots. Now I just go to Ivy Loeb just a moment ago, and they're still kind of talking around in circles. You know. So once again, for whatever that's worth for you or to you, there you go.